Welcome to your exclusive presentation of South O'Brien Wolverine Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Alrighty, Fuller Digital Solutions. I'm Caleb Claycamp here at Ridgeview High School. We're doing cross-country Meet the Team, and we have our first couple of Ridgeview Raptors going to come up here to the hot seat. So first and foremost, who am I speaking with today?
Cortez.
Can you say that a little louder for us, Cora?
Cortez.
Don't mean to pick on you, but tell me a little bit about yourself. Obviously, your mother is the coach on the team, so talk to me a little bit about that dynamic.
Like, I don't know.
Like, how is it to be the coach's daughter on the team?
Oh.
Is it different? Is it?
It's fun because she helps.
Gotcha.
Support me.
Gotcha. Awesome. So tell me a little bit about yourself, how old you are, what grade you're in, that sort of thing.
I'm 14. I'm a freshman.
Gotcha. So a freshman on the team and playing a little double duty. You've got volleyball that you're kind of going to get back to here shortly as we let you go. But tell me a little bit about cross country. So far, practices, how have they been?
They've been fun, hard, but we're working hard and we're doing good.
Gotcha. Awesome. Do you have any goals either for yourself or for the team this year?
Probably just keep PRing.
Yeah, just kind of keep getting better and better little by little, and then you'll see those large improvements as time goes on. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you chatting with me, and best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you. All righty. Now, our next Ridgeview Raptor, who am I speaking with?
Alyssa Beatty.
Alyssa, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Great to hear. So talk to me a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself, who your parents are, where you're from, that sort of thing.
So I'm a junior here at Ridgeview, and my parents are Matt Beatty and Jess Beatty, and I have an older brother who's graduated from here before.
Gotcha.
And I'm a six-sport athlete.
Gotcha. Awesome. So six-sport athlete and cross-country and volleyball, kind of one of those that doing both in the same season, about to go to volleyball practice yourself here just after we get done with the interviews. But talk to me about cross-country. Is this your first year on the team? Have you done it before?
This is my first year. My track coach kind of talked me into it in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way, she talked me into it. And I've been enjoying it so far. We had our first meet. I was kind of nervous right away, but I probably could have ran better. I was just more so in my head. I feel like as this season goes on, I'll definitely improve as a runner.
Sure. And what do you think? I mean, what are you ultimately trying to get out of cross country? I mean, it seems to me that cross country, track, kind of one and the same, and can kind of help prepare for other sports as well, keep you in shape. Is that kind of your approach?
Yeah, that was like my biggest thing. Is I run 800s at track, so we want I want to be a better 800 runner, and I ran them my whole life. So it was just, I want to stay in shape, keep running, even when it's not track season. And then it also helps with all my other sports.
Gotcha.
Just the growth.
Awesome. So you guys have already actually had a first meet as well. You went up to Cherokee. So tell me a little bit about how that experience was. Your first cross-country meet ever, probably. So talk to me how that was.
It was fun. There's a decent amount of girls. I don't know. I don't remember my time exactly, but I got like 18th, I think it was.
Gotcha.
And it was kind of one of those where I haven't ran competitively that far yet.
Sure.
And the 3 miles is a lot, especially that you like repeat where you ran. It's like you run the course once, then you run it again. And I don't know. It was definitely like scary right away.
Sure.
But then as I kept running, it got better.
Sure. I'm sure it got better over the course of that race, and I'm sure it'll get better over the course of the season as well in terms of that place and the time as well. So, Alyssa, thanks so much for chatting with me. Best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you. All righty. And now we'll get, I believe, one of our final dual sport athletes. Who am I speaking with?
Hannah Brown.
How are you doing, Hannah?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. So talk to me a little bit. Introduce yourself, who your parents are, how old you are, that sort of thing.
So, my parents are Christopher Brown and Stacy Brown, and I'm also in 6 sports.
Awesome.
I've been doing cross country for 3 years now. I started in 7th grade.
Gotcha. So are you a sophomore then?
No.
Gotcha. So are you a freshman?
Yes.
Awesome. So talk to me a little bit about the other sports that you do. Obviously there's 6 of them, so I'm sure you stay busy. Talk to me about all that you're involved in.
So cross country and volleyball, and then I also have basketball and archery and track and softball.
Gotcha. Wow. It just seems Ridgeview especially has a lot of multi-sport athletes that kind of compete year-round regardless of what the sport is. Talk to me about cross-country specifically this year. How has it been, practices? You've already had a meet. Talk to me, give me your thoughts.
So it definitely felt different than it did last year. Last year I only had to run 2 miles. This year it's 3 miles. It's actually a really big difference. Like
Right.
you wouldn't notice if you ran 6 miles and went from 2 to 3.
Sure.
But if you run 2 miles every single day and never actually ran 3, then you know that this
Yeah.
is a big difference.
Gotcha. I mean, this is your third year. Like you said, you've done it in 7th grade, 8th grade, and now your freshman year. What's a goal that you have in mind, either for yourself or do you have any for the aspirations for the team this season?
Really, my goal is just to get better at running. My goal, it's just, I like running a lot, especially when I can pace myself
Sure.
and push myself a little bit more.
Awesome. Yeah, great. Well, Hannah, thanks so much for chatting with me. Wish you the best of luck this season, and go Raptors. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty, that was Hannah Brown, and now we'll get our next Ridgeview Raptor up here on the stage. We are on the stage here at the high school. We were going to do the press box, but they've been kind enough. We had a last-minute change, so come on in. Yeah, you're good, man. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Who am I speaking with?
I'm Talon Witzke.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Perfect. So talk to me a little bit about yourself. Let's start with your parents, how old you are, where you're from, that sort of thing.
All right, my parents are Bree and Jeff Witzke. I'm 15 years old, and I live here in Holstein.
Gotcha. So 15. Are you a freshman this year?
Yep, I'm a freshman.
Cool. Awesome. Talk to me about the sports you're in. Obviously, are you a dual sport athlete,
Yep.
especially in the fall here?
Yep, I'm a football player and a cross-country runner right now, and then I will be participating in basketball and then track.
Gotcha. Awesome. So another nice multi-sport athlete. Talk to me about cross country specifically. How do you think things have gone so far? I mean, you guys have had a meet and practices, I'm sure, have been going well. So give me your thoughts on the season.
First meet was really exciting. Went out there, got 9th. We placed really good as a team, and I'm excited for what's going to come.
Yeah. Cherokee is one of those difficult courses, very hilly,
Yes.
very steep terrain as well. So do you think that kind of prepared you guys for the further on in the season?
Yes. I think that's really going to help us out.
Yeah.
Just when we meet a little bit easier of a course,
Sure.
We'll be ready.
Awesome. Well, we wish you the best of luck here this year, and thanks so much for chatting with
All
me.
right, yep, thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty, and we've got a couple more.
Do you mean everybody go at the same time or different?
No, we just go one at a time. Yeah, perfect. Come on in. Alrighty, our next Ridgeview Raptor. Who am I speaking with?
Carter Heitman.
Carter, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Awesome, doing great. So talk to me a little bit about cross country. Well, first let's do this. Introduce yourself. So let's go who your parents are, how old you are, that sort of thing.
My parents are Amanda and Dusty Heitman. I'm 15 years old, and what was the last one?
Just where you're from.
Holstein, Iowa.
Gotcha. So live here in Holstein. Are you a freshman this year, I'm assuming?
Yeah, freshman.
Cool.
Yep.
How many sports do you play?
Right now, football and cross country. I also do archery and track.
Gotcha. So another multi-sport athlete. A lot of you guys here at Ridgeview, and I'm sure that's something that kind of proud here at Ridgeview that have so much athletic abilities in multiple sports. Talk to me about cross country. How have things been going, your practices, and kind of things leading up to today?
I joined pretty recently after all my friends convinced me to, so I haven't been around that long. But
Gotcha. So I guess what did they say, or what was their thing that they were like, hey, come out for cross country, you'll like it, or what was the pitch or the sales pitch?
did it last year, so they all told me not to be a wuss and to do it again. So
Here we go, a little bit of peer pressure, a little guilt trip, maybe. Awesome, love it. Well, we're glad that you're doing it. Any goals that you have for yourself or for the team this season?
just to not walk at all and keep pushing through every mile.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Well, Carter, thanks so much for chatting with me. We wish you the best of luck this season.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, man. All righty, and now the next Ridgeview Raptor going to be coming up here shortly. And again, Ridgeview kind enough to host us here in the gym today, which I am all for, being it's kind of warm out here this afternoon. Come on in. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Awesome. Did I just interview you? No, I didn't. That was a joke, folks. Because who am I speaking with?
Hayden Heitman.
All right, Hayden. So I assume your brother, Carter, just came. Talk to me a little bit about kind of how old you are. Are you twins? Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm 15 also, same parents and everything.
Gotcha. So a freshman as well.
Yes.
Talk to me about, did you originally plan on going out for cross country? Was it
Yes.
something like, okay, so you were
Was
kind
something I
of,
originally planned.
gotcha. So you were kind of originally on the team, maybe helped convince Carter to come out here recently, I'm sure. So talk to me about, from your perspective, how things have gone here in the first parts of the season.
Been going really good.
Gotcha. And then talk to me about the Cherokee meet. Obviously, you guys have done that one. That course, quite hilly, so a little bit challenging, I'm sure,
Yeah.
to run that one.
Our
Talk to me
first
about
meet
that.
was pretty good.
Gotcha. Awesome. And then tell me a little bit, any goals you have for yourself, for
Try to
the
get a
team?
sub 20 sometime this year.
Oh, gotcha. So you have a very specific goal that you're shooting for. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for chatting with me. We've got a couple of your teammates here. Looks like they're ready to go as well. So we'll let you go, but I appreciate it, Hayden.
Yep, see ya.
Thank you. All righty. Now our next Ridgeview Raptor. How we doing?
Hi,
Alrighty, who am I speaking with?
Landon Peterson.
Landon, how are you doing?
Good, how about you?
Doing good. So kind of introduce yourself, who your parents are, how old you are, that sort of thing.
My name's Landon Peterson. My parents are Craig and Crystal Peterson. I have 2 younger siblings.
Gotcha. And how old are you? What grade are you?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore. Cool. So cross-country team this year. Is cross-country something you did as a freshman?
Yeah, I started at my 8th grade year.
Gotcha.
Just trying it out, and I do football along with cross country, so
Gotcha.
keep active there.
Do you think cross-country helps with football in some way? Or maybe vice versa, football helps with cross-country?
I say cross country stamina helps, like out in the football field, being able to keep up with them.
Yeah.
And I think just being weighed down by stuff running in football helps with feeling lighter when I run cross country.
Hey, there we go. So kind of maybe complimentary of one another.
helps
in
each
that
other
way.
out, yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome. Any goals that you have, either for yourself? I mean, it's kind of the 3rd year you're doing it, so now I'm sure you're looking to progress even more.
My goal time is like at 18 minutes. So.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, we wish you the best of luck in achieving that this year, and best of luck this season.
All right, so
Thanks,
thank
Landon.
you.
All righty, and now our next Ridgeview Raptor coming up to the hot seat. All righty, how are we doing today?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Who am I speaking with?
Oh, it's Ramel McCray.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Awesome. Great to hear. So talk to me a little bit about your cross-country season so far. Practices have been going good?
Oh, yeah, pretty good.
Awesome. So another football player, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah.
Also play football? Cool. So what kind of made you want to do cross-country as well?
You know, senior year, can't go out with any regrets.
Yeah.
And it really helps with my wrestling stamina.
Gotcha. So definitely talk to me the other sports. So for sure, wrestling, football, cross-country. Anything else?
Oh, track.
Track. Okay, awesome. How, I guess, has your experience been being a senior and probably, is this your first year on the team?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So how has it been your first couple weeks?
Oh, it's been a journey.
Is it what you thought it would be? Is it different? Is it?
Oh, it's definitely way harder than I thought it would be.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe more difficult than you even thought. What's your kind of approach? Do you have any goals, or are you just really trying to have fun? It's your senior year, like you said. You don't want to have any regrets and kind of try everything?
Yeah, really just want to have fun, and then goal is to just make it so I can wrestle really good.
Gotcha.
Just not get tired throughout the matches.
Awesome. Kind of maybe in preparation for your winter season, getting that stamina up a little bit.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great to hear. Well, thanks so much for chatting with me. Best of luck this season.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. All righty. And now we'll get another Ridgeview Raptor up to the hot seat. Hi, how we doing? Come on in. Alrighty, and who am I speaking with?
Bertram Hope.
Awesome, Bertrand. So tell me a little bit about your family, who your parents are, how old you are, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm 16 years old and I'm from Denmark, so my family lives in Denmark.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Yeah.
So cool. So talk to me about cross country. Is it something that you guys do over there in Denmark? Is this kind of a new experience for you? Talk to me about the sport.
It's new in the way that we don't have school sports.
Sure.
So the only way of running I did was like for myself.
Gotcha. So obviously familiar with running,
Yeah.
but maybe not in this school competition setting. So what are your thoughts? I mean, have you enjoyed it? Has it been what you expected it to be?
Yeah, I like running with others, so
Yeah.
it's a great experience. And
Awesome. Do you have any goals for yourself? Are you maybe shooting for a specific time or have anything in mind you'd like to really achieve this year?
my goal this year is to get under 20 minutes for the 5K.
Awesome. Under 20 minutes. Awesome. Well, we wish you the best of luck in achieving that goal and best of luck this season. Thanks so much for chatting with me. All righty. And now we're really rolling through them here. We're going to wait for the next couple of Ridgeview Raptors to come up here. And I believe we are through with our dual sport athletes. We wanted to get them through first to get them back to volleyball and football practice. So now I believe we have just our cross-country runners. Come on in. We're good to go. Come on in. All righty. So first and foremost, who am I speaking with today?
Tegan Voss.
Awesome. So kind of introduce yourself. Start with who your parents are, how old you are, where you're from, that sort of thing.
My parents are Joel and Wendy Voss. I'm 15 and I'm from Galva.
Gotcha. So talk to me. Obviously 15. Are you a freshman this year?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore this year. Is cross country something you did last year?
Yes.
Gotcha. What are some things that you're really looking to build upon this year? Obviously freshman year, kind of your first year at it up at the high school level, but now I'm sure a little bit more comfortable up here at the high school level. So any goals that you have?
My goals are probably to get better because last year I was a two-sport athlete. I did volleyball as well. But now that I'm just doing cross country,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah, you expect to kind of get a little bit better, specializing
Yeah,
a little bit
hopefully.
more on one sport. Awesome, cool. So talk to me about how practices have gone so far.
They're good, challenging, but good.
Right. And now, obviously, you guys have already even had a meet. You went to Cherokee.
Yep.
Now, that one, it's a very tough course, very hilly, maybe a little bit more hilly than other courses. So was that a challenge for you guys?
It was, I don't know, it was the first meet, so there's not much to compare it to.
Sure.
Yet, I didn't run Cherokee last year because I was injured, so I don't really have like anything to compare it to.
Gotcha.
But
I'm sure it's kind of just that first meet. You want to get a baseline and kind of establish kind of where you want to go from the beginning of the year. Awesome. And now talk to me. Do you have a favorite memory from cross country? Now, obviously, maybe not this year because it's pretty early. But do you have any one from last year that you really think is?
well, we did camp out in Mrs. Tetch's yard. That was pretty fun.
Awesome. Yeah, that seems super fun. What did you just camp out? I mean,
Yeah, we were trying to keep it a secret, but then we found out that she had a camera, so we got caught.
what are we talking? Tents or sleeping bags?
Yep, we slept on their trampoline and had a tent as well.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks so much for chatting with me. Wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you.
All righty, and now we're going to get our next Ridgeview Raptor up to bat, so to speak. All righty. Who am I speaking with?
Reagan Rubel.
Reagan, how are you doing today?
Good.
Awesome. Great to hear. So first and foremost, kind of introduce yourself. Let's start with your parents, how old you are, where you're from, that sort of stuff.
My parents are Tara and Justin Rubel. Wait, what was it?
Just how old you are, like what grade you're in.
I'm 15 and I'm a sophomore in high school.
Gotcha. So cross country this year, is it something that you did as a freshman?
Yes.
Gotcha. So now year 2, kind of looking to get a little bit better. Talk to me how practices have gone so far.
They're definitely challenging, but I feel like it's good for our team to
Yeah.
have challenging practices.
Yeah. And I mean, talk to me about the numbers on the team. It seems to me, especially a lot of first timers that are maybe seniors or a lot of dual sport athletes even here in the fall. So you guys have a lot of kids on the team this year. Is that good to see from your perspective?
Yeah, I feel like it's good to see that people are at least like trying it out because it is a good sport to try out, even if it's just for like 1 year.
Yeah, awesome. Any goals that you have, either for yourself, for the team, anything like that?
A team goal I have is to win conference meet.
Gotcha.
But a personal goal is to get in the 22s.
Gotcha. So you even have a specific time you're really shooting for. Awesome.
Yes.
Well, we wish you the best of luck this year in accomplishing your goals, and best of luck this season. Thanks so much, Reagan. Alrighty. Now we got another Raptor ready to be interviewed.
Yeah.
Who am I speaking with?
Clara Todd.
Clara, how are you doing?
Good.
Awesome, great to hear. Can I introduce yourself? Let's start with how old you are, who your parents are, that sort of thing.
I'm 15. My parents are Adam and Jana Todd, and I'm a sophomore at Ridgeview High School.
Gotcha. So another sophomore. Talk to me about cross country. Is it the only sport you do? Do you do other sports here at Ridgeview?
I do cross country and track, but I'm really excited for this season. It's my first year running healthy since 7th grade, so.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Yeah.
So really, would you say in your mind, like you said, excited? You have high expectations for yourself and that sort of thing. So you have to have, I'm sure, some goals that you're really looking forward to accomplish. What would those be?
Yeah, well, I already PR'd at my last meet, so that was fun. I'm hoping to cut some more time, and we have a great team this year too, so the chemistry is amazing there. I hope we'll be able to win conference again. And
Gotcha. So the first meet was in Cherokee. That's a very hilly course and probably a very challenging course. Do you think maybe starting off the year there helps you when you go further down the line? You've already had a very, very difficult meet to start things off.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, definitely not the hilliest, but it was a good meet, and we've trained on the hills too, and I feel like we're all ready for that, so it was a good one to start with.
Gotcha. I like that. Almost not unexpected, just kind of a normal thing, and that's really how it has to be. So awesome. We wish you the best of luck this year, Clara. Thanks so much for chatting. Alrighty. And now we're just going to wait on some more Raptors coming here into the gym. Alrighty. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Awesome. Let's start out with who am I speaking with?
I'm Addie Tesh.
Addie. So talk to me about how practices have gone and how the season has gone for you so far.
So far it's been pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how I've been running. I think our practices are like challenging us as a team.
Gotcha. And now talk to me about your parents and what their names are, how old you are, and that sort of thing.
My parents are Katie and Shannon Tesh, and I'm 16 years old.
Gotcha. So now talk to me about the meet that you went to in Cherokee. Now, to me, that one's very hilly, that course. Do you think that it was an advantage to kind of start off the year at such a difficult course?
I think so, yeah. It definitely just sets a tone for the season.
Gotcha.
Of how, like, we're stronger.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Now, talk to me, any goals that you have, either for yourself, from the team standpoint, just kind of give me your thoughts.
My goal this year is to qualify for state this year.
Gotcha. Awesome. So we wish the best of luck there in that goal. We wish the best of luck in your upcoming meets, and thanks so much for chatting with me.
Thank you.
Thank you. All righty. And going right through here, we'll wait for the next Ridgeview Raptor to come up on the stage. All right. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Awesome. Who am I speaking with?
I'm Destiny.
Alrighty, so tell me a little bit about yourself. Let's start with who your parents are, how old you are, where you're from, that sort of stuff.
Let's look at my parents' name right. My mom and dad are Clarissa Garza and Jose Galera, and
just how old you are, what grade you're in?
I'm 14 and I'm a freshman.
Gotcha. So a freshman here up at the high school. Is cross country or something that you've done in middle school at all? Gotcha. Yeah. So maybe first time up here at the high school, but not first time running at all. Tell me any goals that you have for yourself this season?
This season I just want to do really good and have like do really great and do better like I did in the middle school.
Yeah.
Just keep it up and everything.
Just keep improving.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is it different kind of up here at the high school than it was in the middle school? Give me your thoughts on the transition from that.
It really is different, but I do actually like the change.
Yeah.
Being in the high school.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Kind of a good different type thing. Awesome. Now talk to me about how practices have gone. Do you think they've gone well? Kind of give me your thoughts on practices.
They've been doing really good, actually, really great. I really like them.
Yeah, the team's all working hard and getting ready for each meet. Yeah. Talk to me about like preparation. I've never done cross country, so like, what does preparation look like for a meet?
The day before we have our meet, I like to make sure my legs are good. I feel healthy, feel really prepared, and everything. Just take medicine if I need to or anything.
Gotcha. Just make sure you're ready to go for the race. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for chatting with me. Best of luck this season.
thank you.
Thank you. All right. Now we'll have our next Ridgeview Raptor. Who am I speaking with?
Taylor Hansen.
Taylor, how are you doing today?
Good.
Awesome. So talk to me a little bit about yourself, who your parents are, how old you are, that sort of thing.
My parents are Ryan and Annie Hansen. I'm a freshman in high school.
Gotcha. So a freshman this season on the cross-country team. How's practices been going? How has the season kind of started off?
It's good. It definitely pushes me, but
Yeah. Gotcha. So practices are underway. You've actually already had a meet as well in Cherokee. Now that course, challenging, but maybe in a good way to kind of start off the season. Talk to me about your thoughts on the first meet.
it was good. The hills were a good push and challenge for me.
Gotcha. Awesome. I mean, talk to me about like your teammates. Do you think in practice, it's one of those things where if you don't get challenged in practice, you'll never get better? Do you feel like your teammates push you in practice and you the same to your teammates?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We all run pretty close together, so.
Gotcha. Awesome. Kind of just maybe a little friendly competition before you actually get into the real thing each meet. Awesome. Any goals that you have, either for yourself or from the standpoint of the team this season?
I would like to win conference.
Gotcha. You're not the first person that said that. So it's kind of when a lot of people on the team have the same goal, it tends to make it more likely to come true. So Taylor, thanks so much for chatting with me. Best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm not to expose everybody else, so this might take a bit. Read it. Yeah, here.
Come on in. Alrighty, first and foremost, who am I chatting with?
My name is Brody Vicinius. My parents are Adam and Amy Vicinius. They both work here at school.
Gotcha. So talk to me about how old you are, where you're from, that sort of thing.
I'm 17 years old. I am from Holstein, Iowa. I've grown up here my entire life.
So. Gotcha. So now on the cross-country team, obviously, do you play any other sports here at Ridgeview?
With my uncoordination, no. I just run, both cross-country and track. So.
Gotcha. So talk to me a little bit about the relationship between those two. Do you feel that cross-country helps you for track and track helps you for cross-country? I mean, what's kind of the relationship in your mind of those two?
I would say they both play a vital part in me being a good runner. If you're talking about culture-wise, I mean, both will make it feel like a family.
Yeah.
So
gotcha.
Love that part of it.
Awesome. Talk to me about your thoughts on how the season has opened up for you, for the team, kind of the initial part of, you've had one meet now, you've had practices, everything gone relatively well so far?
Yeah. We've only had one meet so far, like you said. We had a good first meet. Both teams placed third as a team. Sorry.
Okay.
As for myself, I ran a pretty good time. I'm proud of it, and I'm hoping to get better at it. So.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, we wish you the best of luck here in this season. Thanks so much for chatting with me.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty. Now our next Ridgeview Raptor onto the stage. Alrighty. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, I'm Linda Spangodines.
Linda, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome. So let's start with introducing yourself. Who are your parents? How old you are? Where you're from? Kind of that sort of thing.
Okay. My parents are Blanca Godinez and Paul. They both own their own businesses in Storm Lake. What's the other question?
Just how old you are? Like what grade you're in?
I'm 16. I barely turned 16. I'm from Mexico, and I came over here, went to Storm Lake for a few years, and switched to Ridgeview.
Gotcha. Awesome. So talk to me. Is this your first year on the cross-country team? Is it something you've done before?
On cross-country, yes. Last year I did track, but I'm in almost every sport, and I wanted to try something new again. So.
Gotcha. So talk to me about what the other sports that you participated in.
I did volleyball, wrestling, basketball, I think, and archery too.
Too many to remember almost.
It's
a good thing that way. It keeps you busy, I'm sure. But talk to me about cross-country specifically. How has the season gone so far? How have practices been?
Honestly, it's amazing. I'm not that much of a distance runner, but actually, you just feel amazing after running.
Sure.
And Like, I never really thought I would because it's running.
Right.
But I'm mostly in it just to lose weight. But honestly, I love the team and I love how it's going.
Gotcha. Awesome. Went up to Cherokee for the first meet. Talk to me how that went. That's a very hilly course, a lot of steep hills. Was it a challenging course? Talk to me how it went.
Very challenging.
Gotcha.
I mean, we have to practice more on hills, but like, yeah, for that, the first meet, very challenging.
Sure, I'm sure. Do you have any goals, either for yourself or the team this year? Talk to me about that.
I think my main goal is for me to run my distances, like completely running, no walking at all, because I always often take my breaks. So I feel like as soon as I can just continue running nonstop, then I'll be pretty happy.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, we wish you the best of luck this season. Thanks so much for chatting with me.
Thank you for
Thanks,
talking to
Linda.
me.
Alrighty, our next Ridgeview Raptor hops up onto the stage here. Who am I chatting with?
Tyler Butler.
Tyler, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. So let's start off the interview, kind of introduce yourself, who your parents are, how old you are, where you're from, that sort of stuff.
My parents are Eric and Steph Butler. I'm from Ridgeview, and I'm a freshman this year.
Gotcha. So a freshman on the team. Talk to me, is cross country something that you did in middle school, or is this kind of the first year experience in cross country?
I did freshman in my 8th grade year.
Gotcha. Awesome. So talk to me now about, obviously up here at the high school level, how things have gone here for your first couple of practices in the first part of the season.
It's been fun, but a lot more work you have to put in high school level.
Sure. Yeah, maybe just a little bit different, that next level of competition type thing. Talk to me about the first meet. You went up to Cherokee. How was that for you guys?
3rd mile was difficult from not doing that much, but still pushed through.
Yeah, and that's what I've been asking. You know, it's a very hilly course up there. Is it something that, obviously challenging, but do you think it's something that benefits the team? Obviously, kind of starting off with a very, very difficult course of the season.
I mean, I think it benefited us a lot, getting that out of the way, and doing hills in practice helped us. So
sure. Awesome. Well, we wish you the best of luck this season. Thanks so much for chatting with me.
Thank you.
Awesome. Alrighty, and our next Ridgeview Raptor is coming on the stage. How are we doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing pretty good. Alrighty, who am I speaking with?
I'm Robert Forstall.
Robert, awesome. So kind of introduce yourself, who your parents are, how old you are, that sort of thing.
Okay, I'm Robert Forstall. My parents are JT and Jen Forstall. We live here in Holstein. I have 2 siblings, a younger sister. She's in 8th grade, and an older brother, a freshman in college.
Gotcha. So what grade are you in?
I am a junior.
Junior, gotcha. So talk to me about cross country. Is it something that you've done your entire high school career?
Pretty close. I think just last year I took a break from it.
Gotcha.
Just to kind of focus on golf and other things.
Gotcha. So you did freshman, and now you're junior. You're on the cross country team.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how things have gone this initial part of the season, especially kind of in your case after maybe taking that year off.
I surprised myself actually with the first couple of practices and the first meet we had. I think we're a pretty good team and we have a lot of potential. Our numbers are pretty close together as far as time and all that. So yeah, I think we could go pretty far.
Gotcha. And I'm assuming you do other sports here at Ridgeview, correct?
Yep.
What else do you do?
Basketball, archery, and golf.
Gotcha. So maybe one of those things that even though you didn't do cross country last year, you're in multiple sports and you kind of stay competing and in that competition mindset year round. Do you have any goals now that you're kind of back on the course this season and ready to resume things?
No, not really. No.
For yourself, for the team at all, or just anything to that nature? Just really want to have fun.
I'd love to go to state with the team. Yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, wish you the best of luck in that in those goals and the best of luck this season. Thanks so much, Robert.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty. Getting the next Ridgeview Raptor. Come on in. Alrighty, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Who am I speaking with?
I am Odin Hansen.
Odin, awesome. Kind of start off with introducing yourself, who your parents are, how old you are, that sort of thing.
I'm a junior. I am 17. My parents are Tiffany Kistemacher, and my dad is Dan Hansen.
Gotcha. So a junior, is cross country something you've done your entire high school career?
Yes, and most of my middle school.
Gotcha. So now, I'm sure as a junior, finally an upperclassman, do you have any specific goals or anything you're really, really looking forward to accomplish this season?
Just right now, try to make it state.
Gotcha.
That's about it.
Gotcha. That's the clear focus for you. Talk to me about how things have gone kind of for you on that approach so far this season. I mean, practices, the first meet in Cherokee, kind of give me the synopsis.
Yeah, so far we just had the first Cherokee meet, and it's just a working step so far. We have to work towards to be able to get there, but it's a starting right now. Start of the season. Wait till close to the end to see what.
Gotcha. Do you have any idea of what your next upcoming meet is? Are you guys kind of preparing for anything upcoming?
The next meet is here on the 14th.
Gotcha. So now a little bit of a home meet here for you guys. I'm sure you're excited about that, not having a long bus ride maybe before having to run. But talk to me a little bit about, I mean, your thoughts on the rest of the team. I mean, you're a junior. You've kind of done this for a couple years. You have the experience. So kind of from your perspective, is the program headed in the right direction? You know, kind of give me your thoughts.
I think we have a really strong team this year, especially with gaining a couple freshmen that I think will be a really good part of the team. And some sophomores are still a pretty good team.
Gotcha.
But we didn't gain as many as we lost last time, but
gotcha.
We still replenished most of that.
Sure. And I noticed you guys have a lot of sophomores too, so kind of not going to hurt here in the near future in terms of people either. So that's great to hear. So Odin, thanks so much for chatting with me. Wish you the best of luck here in your junior season.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Odin Hansen, and we are getting through these. I'm not quite too sure how many more we have left. Alrighty, come on in. Alrighty, how are you doing today?
Good, how about you?
Doing pretty good. So, who am I speaking with?
Daniel.
Daniel, awesome. Kind of start things off, introduce yourself, who your parents are, how old you are, and that sort of thing. Let's just start with how old you are. What grade you're in?
I'm a senior.
Senior this year, gotcha. So is cross country something that you've done in previous years?
Yes.
Gotcha. So is it something you've done every year of high school? Or when did you start? What year?
Sophomore year.
Sophomore year. So this is now your third season on the cross country team. Talk to me about how things have gone. Practices, how have they gone?
They've been pretty good.
Pretty good? Gotcha. What does a normal practice consist of? I'm not familiar with cross country. I've never been in cross country. So just talk me through a daily practice.
It depends on the day. Sometimes we're doing long runs. Sometimes it's sprints.
Gotcha. It just kind of depends on the day, depends on what coach feels you need to work on and that sort of thing?
Yes.
Awesome. So talk to me about any goals that you have, either for yourself, for the team, kind of anything to that nature?
PR.
Gotcha. Just keep getting better, getting that time lower and lower and lower, and keep improving, I'm sure.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for chatting with me. We wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you. All righty. And now we're going to get our next Ridgeview Raptor in here. Alrighty, come on up. How are we doing today?
Good, you?
Doing pretty good. So kind of start off, who am I speaking with?
Tristan Warner.
Tristan, awesome. So talk to me who your parents are, how old you are, where you're from, kind of that sort of thing.
Okay. My mom's Diana Warner. My dad's Trent Warner. I am 16 years old.
Gotcha.
Junior.
Gotcha. Is cross country something you've done on your sophomore, freshman year, years before in high school?
Yeah, I've been doing it since probably the first year you could do it in middle school.
Gotcha. So definitely a long time. Talk to me about kind of your thoughts. Obviously, now you've done it for a while and kind of continuing to improve. Is there anything specifically you're looking to improve on this year?
Probably more like my endurance on like how long I can keep running. Like I can run the whole race now. It's just like keeping enough air and enough gas to just keep it and finish with a strong pace.
Gotcha. It's very interesting to me, kind of as we progress, get older and older, what the goals are, because I hear some of the younger kids, it's just we want to finish the race without walking or just run the whole race. So it seems like with your experience, you've kind of gotten to a point where you can get that much better and that much excel that much more. So talk to me about kind of how practices have gone and that sort of thing. Obviously you had your first meet in Cherokee. Talk to me how that was.
Practices, they're really good when you try your best and everything. Try your best, try to go 100%. You get really good experience out of it, and more builds your muscle, more your endurance, more of everything that you need to continue running.
Gotcha.
And then Cherokee, that was phenomenal for me. One of my best times I've ran on that course, because usually I get like 24, 25 on that. This year I got 22:30.
Awesome.
So I got a good 2-minute improvement.
Yeah.
And I was thrilled to get 4th place on JV.
Yeah, awesome. That's got to be really pleasing to see that kind of the first meet of the year, you maybe don't exactly know how you're going to do 100%, but to finally get that first time down and to see, wow, I did get better, I did get faster. I'm sure that's kind of cool to see. So, I mean, talk to me about Cherokee. That's a very hilly course. Now, do you think something like that to kind of start off the season is beneficial to you guys? Now, you guys have run a kind of difficult course. Now, maybe the next one and the next one maybe aren't so difficult, and you guys can do a little bit better in those ones.
Yeah, because all the hills, it's working us to get ready for a lot more like hillier courses. Like a good example is Denison, with how hilly that one is.
Yeah.
It's getting us ready to go with that, and then with how good of a day that was.
Mhm.
Like if it was hotter, I think it would work us more in that heat, like with more heat.
Sure.
But with it being more of like a cooler race, I think it's going to be more preparing for us for those colder races near the end of the year.
Sure. Speaking of Denison, the fabled Majestic Hills, that's a very, very hilly course. And like you said, probably this meet or the Cherokee meet prepared you for some of those more difficult meets. So that's good to hear. Tristan, thanks so much for chatting with me.
Yep.
We wish you the best of luck this season.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Perfect. And then if I could get you after, Coach, that would be perfect. Thank you so much. All righty. Come on in. Come on in. Have a seat. All right. How are you doing today?
Fine.
Good. Why don't we start off? Who am I speaking with? What's your name?
Aiden Stevenson.
Awesome. So let's start off. Kind of introduce yourself. Who are your parents and how old you are?
My parents are Roxanne and David Stevenson.
Gotcha. What grade are you in this year?
9th.
Gotcha. So you're a freshman. Now, is this your first year doing cross country, or is it? Gotcha. How have you liked it so far? Has it been good, bad? What are your thoughts?
It's pretty good.
Pretty good? Awesome. You went up to Cherokee and ran in your first meet. How do you think that went?
I wasn't there.
Oh, gotcha. So now I'm sure you're going through practices and that sort of thing. Do you have any goals or anything you really want to accomplish, or you just kind of want to have fun?
Well, not pass out and die.
There we go. Kind of keep it, stay okay throughout the rest of the season. Awesome. Now talk to me about how your teammates have been. Is it, to be a Ridgeview Raptor on the cross country team, is it an enjoyable experience?
They're all pretty nice.
Awesome. Great to hear. Well, Aiden, thanks so much for chatting with me, and we wish you the best of luck this year. Thank you. All righty, and that's going to wrap up our Ridgeview Raptors players. And now we are going to have our head coach of the Ridgeview Raptors come up. All righty. Coach, how are you doing today?
Good.
Awesome. Let's start with kind of introducing yourself and what your name is. How long have you been here with Ridgeview in the program?
I'm Katie Tesh, and I've been coaching for about 20 years.
Gotcha.
Here at Ridgeview or Galveston before then.
Gotcha. So a lot of experience. Have all of those been with cross country as well?
Yeah, but I've coached track and
Sure. Gotcha. Awesome.
middle school.
Yeah. Talk to me about kind of what you've seen this year. Now, a lot of reference years to kind of compare it to. I mean, talk to me how this one stacks up this team this season, at least so far through the first stages of the season.
I would say that this team is really motivated. They put in a lot of work over the summer, and so we saw lots of improvement. In our first meet, we had 3 PRs, which I wasn't really expecting for the first meet of the season. So I feel like they've come in hungry.
Sure.
They want to reach some big goals, and so they put a lot of work in the summer to do that.
Sure.
I'm excited about that.
Awesome. Talk to me about that first meet. Now, you guys went up to Cherokee. Now, that one, a very hilly course. I was talking to some of the kids about, how that was starting off with such a hilly course. Now, give me your opinion. Is it something that you think starting off with maybe a little bit more difficult course would benefit the team the rest of the season?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we practice quite a few hills because I always tell them hills build their fitness much faster. I'm not sure they believe me, but we do a lot of hills, and so hopefully they come in ready. But I always say that if we work these, then you're going to be stronger throughout the season. So
Gotcha.
I like Cherokee. It's always a good small meet just to kind of get our feet wet. And then we usually have a week off that we can really focus and kind of fine tune a few things before the season gets rolling.
Gotcha. So talk to me a little bit more about the season when it does get rolling a little bit more. What do you have coming up next here in the near future?
Right. So we go to Sibley on Tuesday. We like that one because it's flat and there's tons of competition. Then we get to host our meet, which is one of the biggest meets in the state. There's tons of teams. I think there's close to 1,000 runners, high school to middle school, and so that's just kind of a cool atmosphere. We'll have conference coming up in this end of the season, and then we're hosting our state qualifying meet, so we're excited.
Awesome, definitely a lot of hosting as well. Yeah. So that's an awesome aspect that you guys work so hard to be able to not only go to these but host them as well. Right. So talk to me about your thoughts on. There's a lot of kids I noticed that they do a lot of sports. I've seen 6 sport athletes, 4 sport athletes. I mean, even kids pulling double duty here in the fall season. So talk to me about that aspect of it. In a way, I'm sure it's maybe a little difficult having to share, but in that same way, the competitiveness of these kids is through the roof. So talk to me.
Yeah, with our double sport athletes, that does raise our competition level because they come in as athletes, plus they are more committed because they know they're putting in extra hours, so they want to see those results. We really appreciate the football and the volleyball coaches working with us. Those kids are coming in at 6 o'clock in the morning. They're doing their own workouts, and then, when they can, they come run with the rest of the team. But we know that they're excited to be here. It seems like the enthusiasm for cross country is really high this year, and so I think they're just ready to see their results and their hard work pay off.
Awesome. Talk to me a little bit about kind of from your perspective, even past this year into the future, the trajectory of the program. What are your hopes, dreams, aspirations for Ridgeview Raptor Cross Country?
Oh man, I mean, I've been here for a long time, so I would love to just continue to see their program grow. I think this year we have just over 30, which is probably the most we've had in our program. So we have quite a few middle school kids, and so that's just exciting to see that love of that sport and kind of to see them develop and improve each year. Down the road, I just hope we can continue to see that excitement and that love for cross country. I don't know, you've probably heard a few of the stories. They're very close-knit, they're team bonding, and I guess that's always one of my favorite things about cross country too. It is hard work. It's a lot of excitement for the workouts and the meets, but just that atmosphere that they build as a family is pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's something that I never did cross country. I don't know if that's apparent by the build, but I never did cross country, and it's one of those things I'll never forget. When I was in high school, the cross country team had a shirt and it says, "Our sport is your sport's punishment." I'm sure that's a phrase that's familiar with the cross country community. So just one of those things where it's just something about cross country. It's just a little bit different for whatever reason.
They're all a little crazy, but it's all good.
Yeah, absolutely. A good crazy too at that. Crazy. So Coach, thank you so much for hosting us here down at Ridgeview in the gym. It's been awesome chatting with all your kids, and we look forward to see you guys throughout the rest of the season. So thank you. Awesome.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach.